Hello and welcome. In my series about ground-based infrared observatories, I'll give you a short summary of the Vista Observatory. The outline is the same as always. First, history and purpose or motivation, equipment, geography, some notable results, very short here, and short summary and outlook. The Vista Observatory was founded to make a series of surveys, as seen on the right hand side. For example, Ultra Vista or also the Vista Magellanic survey. They can all be found on the projected on the sky here, these surveys. First light was in December 2009, and the Vista Observatory was stopped, or the survey part of it was stopped in 2025, and it was the detectors were replaced by a new instrument, Foremost, whereas the mirrors stayed the same after that. Here you can see parts of the equipment, which is the primary mirror, a 4.1 meter primary mirror, and the telescope has an f of 1.0, which is good for a survey telescope, of course, such a fast optics. And it is a Ricci Chrétien with corrector lenses. The primary mirror is made of cerudur, which is a ceramic that practically doesn't react to temperature changes. And the secondary mirror is made of astrocetal and is 1.24 meters large. Quite a typical quotient for a Ricci Chrétien telescope. And mirrors are silver coated. As you can see below, silver has a little advantage over aluminium for certain wavelength ranges, whereas gold is even more specific for infrared, but not very good in the visible. I'm not perfectly sure why they chose silver. Aluminium could have worked, but silver, they stick to silver. Maybe the process of putting new metal on the surface is easier with silver. I don't know about that. The telescope had only one detector, the VIR-CAM, with 67 megapixels. Back then that was quite revolutionary. Now it's rather normal to have so many megapixels. The geography is told relatively fast because it's in the same area as the very large telescope in Chile on 2,518 meters, so not as high for an infrared telescope. And this 24 degrees south, so quite a good latitude for an observatory. And here you can see the road that is going up there, and in the larger picture you can see the subduction zone here of the ocean under the continental shelf. So VLT is in the front and on this image, and the Vista telescope is in the back. Note that on the mountain with VLT there are also smaller telescopes. And one is also used for surveys. Here are some nice pictures that Vista made. For example, here is the heart of the Milky Way. And compared to visible range telescopes, you see more stars in an infrared telescope because it's easier to see through the dust. And there are more examples here of also of nebula, but especially the density of stars that you can see is impressive. And here is the small Magellanic Cloud. That is one of the two larger satellites of our galaxy. Very irregular dwarf galaxy. And the reason it's so irregular is because it's interacting a lot with our galaxy and with the large Magellanic Cloud. In the past they moved very closely to each other, and that's why both tend to be active and irregular. So one of the surveys that Vista did was dealt with the Magellanic Clouds, which of course can be seen from Chile. And in this picture the red spots are 4 galaxies that have also been imaged by Vista in the Ultra Vista field. So, summary and outlook, as I already told you, the Vista instrument has been replaced by a spectroscopic instrument for galaxies, the foremost, but it's using the same mirrors. Just the correction lens system has been updated. And the spirit of the Vista system has been implemented in a famous new, very good observatory, the Vera Rubin, which will take pictures of the whole sky every 3 days or so. So Vera Rubin is more efficient than Vista was, and that's probably the reason why Vista has been replaced. But the good thing is the observatory and the mirrors are still being used for this foremost project. Here there are some impressions from the foremost. It's taking spectra of galaxies at the same time and basically looking for the metallicity in different parts of the universe. Then there was a small political thing that the environment in Chile could have been a lot worse because there was this INA project that was an industrial project that could have made lots of light pollutions. But the good thing is the good thing for us astronomy enthusiasts is it was cancelled in 2026, so they left the region for the large observatories. And that's especially also good for the very large telescope. So no problems there for the VLT, and also maybe the ELT that is coming up quite soon, I hope. And these are 2 more pictures from Vista. Actually, this one is partly from Vista and partly from JWST. And here is the Eta Carinae Nebula. as seen by Vista. Thanks a lot for the attention.